Here we have some word problems involving addition and subtraction. And maybe the hard part about these is not actually the addition or the subtraction that you have to do, it's figuring out which one you want to use. Is it an addition problem or is it a subtraction problem? So I've got some rules of thumb you can use with these problems. If you see the words altogether or in total, that usually means it's going to be an addition problem. So in this one, for example, one person has so many beads, another person has so many beads. How many beads do they have all together? You're adding all those beads together. So that's addition. If you see a phrase like this, how many more does this person have than that person, or how many more of this are there than of that, that's a difference or subtraction. So for example, here it says at a summer camp there are 789 boys, there are also 53 girls. How many more boys than girls are there? You're going to subtract the number of girls from the boys, and what you get, the difference, will be how many more boys there are. So those are the phrases you should be keying into. Let's try this. We've got these first two figured out in terms of whether it's addition or subtraction. Here we have altogether, how many beads altogether? Heather has 472 and Ruben has 91. How many do they have altogether? Well, we're just going to do our addition. The first thing is to line them up according to place value. So I've got 472 and I need to put the 91 like this so that the ones are over the ones and the tens are over the tens. And then we can just add. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 7 plus 9, well, let's see, I would take one more to get to 10. That would leave 6, so 10 plus 6 is 16. So I'll put the 6 down here and put the 1 up here. And then 1 plus 4 is 5. So altogether, they have 563 beads. So this next one says, at summer camp there are 789 boys, and there are also 53 girls. How many more boys than girls are there? So we're going to subtract. I know that the 789 number goes on top because it's bigger, and we're going to have a positive number for how many more boys there are. So we're going to subtract the 53 from the 789. And again, we need to line it up so that the place value is correct. So I've got the ones over the ones, tens over the tens, etc. Let's go ahead and subtract. This time we have 9 minus 3. Well, that's 6. And 8 minus 5, that's 3. So far I don't have to do any regrouping. And then 7, and there's nothing below it, so we just bring the 7 down. So there are actually 736 more boys than there are girls. That's not a very gender balanced camp, is it? All right, so let's look at this last one and see if we can figure out, is this addition or is this subtraction? It says, a jungle has 947 snakes. It also has 515 birds. How many more snakes than birds are there? So what would you do there? Would you add or subtract? Hopefully you're thinking subtraction. If we go back up to our rules here, we're looking for this phrase, how many more than, and we see how many more snakes than birds are there. So we're going to go ahead and subtract this. So we'll set that up. We've got 947 snakes. That's the bigger number, so I'm going to put it on top. And 515 birds, lining up the place value. And we're going to subtract that. So 7 minus 5 is 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. 9 minus 5 is 4. So there are 432 more snakes than there are birds. It's a lot of snakes in that jungle. All right, so that is a little bit of work with some addition and subtraction word problems.